suburbs in Sydney. They class me as
Lava's upstairs. That's what we're trying to do.
I start down here.
This is the best thing.
Steve's commentating for work. Anyway, I think he's going to set these long.
Speakers, I agree.
I think he's going to set these long.
I agree.
And then he said about Craig Williams, but as I've said before, Craig is a shit cracking player. Even like that, he puts it out, I'll take it back, puts it out, and sends it to him. He's just sitting there looking around the table. Craig is shit.
Probably was running his way. No, we just borrowed mine.
The only chance is to say different is the Steve's round.
Keeping on his commentary apparently and having some opinions. You managed to collect it all? Anyway, we,
Shoot yourself, man.
I agree. Play that one, and then do 6 or 7 points. They come from the other side of the all around the streets of the that's the no, I'm getting so much to
Change over on all tables.
Freezing up here.
right down there.
I can feel the cold breeze.
Right in the eyes.
I can feel it right here.
That's because you don't have it back.
Ee-haw, ee-haw.
I was going around there to take a photo of it.
Oh, you're the bed.
Hey, Joe, all over to them.
that fight, brother.
One of the mums just bought it for me.
No, don't want to.
Oh, you got it?
Well, yeah, I did that. I'll get you on if you want.
Yes, please. Just a little bit stubby. Set it on your head. Please go. It's on your head. No, I don't know it already.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Wrapping up, babe. Keep.
Poor Ava.
He's up here in the blue.
Freezing. What an easy one.
Chocolate. I'm gonna have to. Well, that's what.
I'm ill. You always miss the lunch.
As a manager.
It's going everywhere. You don't know how to do this, do you? I do. Who asked your opinion, Gary?
He just wants to sit here.
Yeah, that middle pocket is mine. No, on the other table.
Yeah, we were playing on that one.
He's got 6% body fat.
Is he commentating?
Get up with your heart. Got it. Got it. Oh, these middle pockets if you try. Your face it comes back out. For the laundry, can't believe it. I want to play that shot. That I put the white in. Something like that. Yeah, I dragged it. Exactly. And it would come back and I don't know what all it is. So I dragged it. Yeah.
I'll get a pen and paper up, Jody. So with my, this is table 1.
I was about to go late. I wanted to go red. I know you're in my way.
They need to know what
Cracking that boy.
TV Oh, that one went easy.
He knows who we are.
Umpires, please take control on all tables.
Dumb and dumb. We've got dumb and dumb commentators.
Good evening everyone, we're about to start the second round of the women's team event. We've got Western Australia playing the Vics. I'm sure that the Vics have just came off the back of a 12-6 win against New South Wales. I'm not too sure on the score of the Western Australia's first round game. And joining me in the combox is European Lion, John Barkett, also known as Gary. And good evening John, how does your first test gone today?
Oh, good evening Tim, it's a pleasure to be here. It was great, we won. I mean, I'm glad it's a team effort, because if it wasn't, then I didn't make much contribution, but overall, we're glad we won the first test.
And Lisa Garvey broke off for the Vics on the right hand table there. She's started by putting a ball and she's got a great spread there on yellows.
Yeah, yellows are definitely the colour here. You have to work around the black being the last ball in the middle, and I think she's taking the right one here.
Lost the white a little bit there because she'd like to have been playing the one in the centre of the table now to screw for the two on the left hand side. She's still all there, just a bit more work for her to go about the finish now. She's going to have to get a nice half ball kiss on the second yellow after making the pot here if she chooses to go game. After not getting the pot, that's about the best result she could have really hoped for there.
There was an element of shot to nothing in that, really, wasn't there? She knew if she covered the bag, she'd be relatively safe within the frame, so.
Other than the European Lions, you're also now representing New South Wales on the back of 2 wins today, is that correct as well?
Yeah, first match against Victoria, the biggest rivals. It was a good way to introduce ourselves into the competition, definitely.
Yeah, I'm sure as reigning champions though. That was the one match that everyone would have sort of been looking forward to earlier today.
Oh, 100%. We were all psyched up for that. It was the one game we wanted to win more than anything else.
Seems to have got a bit of crowd there. You can see Gavin Lomax, one of your compatriots there, also from Leicester as well in England, where we both are actually from. All the way here in sunny Australia commentating.
Yeah, you can see Steve Mills as well, only his leg because the rest of him isn't big enough to fit in the lens, but
he's going to have to be surgically removed from that chair at some point. Anyway, back to the game. Lisa's still got complete control of this frame.
Yeah, she's in a strong position, Tem. The right shot selection, and I can't see her having too much trouble.
Looks like she's cutting this back. She wants to be playing this possibly with a bit of right hand side. She's just played that plain ball. She's going to have to. Yeah, she needed the right hand side there just to avoid the reds in the middle of the table. She's now just going to have to just contain the frame again.
She's still relatively safe as long as she can.
The only problem being that these 3 bad balls on the left hand side of the table, she's potentially going to be leaving a plant to the top right hand corner, which from the position that she would have been off the break, her opponent will be very happy with her. Do forgive me, I'm not completely familiar with all the names of Sue Businic there.
I think that was just about the best she could do there. I'm not sure whether she could have got around and played it with a bit more side if it was a total to try and snooker the opponent, but
actually you're just saying that I wasn't aware of all of the players. I do actually recall seeing Sue's write up on the 8-ball players of Australia, and from what I've read, she's more than capable player of getting this sort of finish. So there is an element of risk here for Lisa of actually losing this opening frame, depending if she could play the plant potentially on the middle of the 3 reds at the bottom of the table to then hold for the one in the left centre, or even top through. She's gone for the top through option, and now she's got herself a really good chance of taking this first frame.
If she can position the cue ball in the bottom left quadrant of the table, then she'll be in a great position to clear this frame.
Quadrant, John. Check you out.
I wish I could play pool as well as I could speak English.
she's got herself right in this frame now. It's a tricky, I can only really see Lisa trying to get the bag back here, but I'm not too sure with the angle at which the yellow's going to be coming off the side rail whether she can actually get full control of that pocket.
Going to be pulling suicide here to play the deliberate foul.
Definitely not. On the other table, it seems it's a bit more of a scrappier frame. It could be going some time yet before there's any sort of developments into a clear favourite in that frame. And how are you finding the adjustment to the tables over here anyway, John? I know they're a lot different from what we found back home. Is it taking some getting used to, or you've been over here a while now? Are you comfortable with the conditions?
Slowly getting comfortable. Being in the Lions and New South Wales gives me a lot of time to practice and a lot of time to adjust. It was really difficult at first. As you can see with the Lions, there was a struggle on both parts, but the time I've spent playing is helping me a lot. So hopefully the next match I'll be alright. You're a former Lion yourself, Tim. How did you find it?
That was a long time ago. Yeah, it's. I think we had a bit more preparation time coming over when we came last time, but then I think the friendly last night against the Victorian team would have helped, albeit it was wasn't a victory. It at least gives you a valuable table time going into the main series against the Australians. And what was the standard like in today's game? Unfortunately, I was preoccupied, so I didn't get to see much of the match. I'd only actually came when you'd already got over the winning post.
It was generally a good standard. There were nerves on both parts, but that's to be expected for the first test match. That was more of a settle-in kind of test than, you know.
You certainly take being 1-0 up, especially, I would say, if you are only settling in. You're only going to expect to improve as the 2 weeks goes on.
That's right, and as the tests go on, you can expect the standard to go much higher. Ooh. Not quite sure what she was going for then. Maybe to...
I'm not too sure if she's actually trying to... The pace she's played it, it's almost as though she's potentially gone to try and move the yellow.
Or the black.
Go into the yellow and the black there. She's just got way too much bottom into the cue ball to actually go across. I'm not...
They are very reactive though. Although I'm sure she'd know that. She's had a lot of spent playing time so far.
So this could be a good start for Western Australia here. I'm sure this will be a game that they're up for, because from what I can recall from previous years, I do believe it tends to be, from only the couple of years that I've seen, tends to be South Australia and Vics that always seem to be there or thereabouts in terms of going for the title. So it'll be interesting now, because I know there have been rumours that a lot of teams have actually improved this year. Western Australia being one of them, also ACT have also looked to have strengthened. So it'll be interesting to see if there will be a new runner in the final this year, and they'll be looking to sort of stamp their authority on this match. And if they can get off to a good lead here, where they could potentially go 2-0 up, looking at the two tables, then that will certainly pile the pressure on the Victorians.
And having seen the Western Australia lineup, they have every right to believe they can do that.
And that's a great shot there by Nadine. Sue's used the first visit there, and she's landed nicely on what would have been her only tricky ball. So providing that she can just take these out, would you be playing this in the left and just screw into the side rail to leave the natural angle for the one over the bag, to then play the other ball in the left middle? For then the black in the right centre is probably the route that I would be looking to go, just because it's the least work. Yeah, she's gone what appears to be the same way. Just hope that she doesn't try and cut this back here. She should just be floating. Yeah, that's right.
I may have played that ball as a, if I can land perfect on the one to the middle, great. If not, I'll use the ball over the bag as a banker, basically. But
the only thing with that is I've been struggling to judge the cushions, in particular the slide and the pace. So I just thought with going this way, it'd just be a stun shot on the last ball to guarantee perfect position on the black. Sue seems to agree with me, so she obviously knows what she's doing.
That is true, and that's why you're a former Lion and not a current one. But no, that was a great shot there. She's obviously confident if she's playing it for the top, or she might go.
I think she was
might
still
cut
in
it in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, she's looking to get a good white as well there, I think. That's why she's won round the table. That's experience there, just as
Yeah, she's looking at it in the middle.
That's 1-0 to Western Australia, and that's a great start. There's a lot of work for Tanya to do here to get herself back into this frame. And that should be, providing she's not got 2 visits, which she obviously has if she's still addressing the table. There's a great view there of Gentleman's Scalp. Yes, the ref.
It's a great set of hair.
I'm guessing she's tucked up there. We don't really know. But
there is an obstruction.
I'm just going to have the ref to move here. There we go. Yeah, she's just tucked up behind there. Would you be? I'm not too sure if I'd be. If she can get the plain angle, I think the red might be in the way for playing this without any side. And that is the worst possible outcome there for Nadine. I think she might have been wise just to dolly the red up to close to touching ball on the red and leave it so she couldn't get the ball out with the first shot and not leave an easy red. John, I know that's what you'd have played back in the day because you were practically allergic to potting balls. You'd like to take complete control, and then from there...
I did. I like to put them all over the bag because potting comes quite difficult. It's quite difficult for me. See, that was a great shot.
See, Lyndall's been to the John Bowkett School of Pool. Cover the bags.
She's obviously read my book, 101 Ways to Cover a Bag.
Has Tanya still got 2 shots on this frame? So I'll just let's get a drink there. Should expect so, but you seem a bit unsure there, John, with a lack of a response.
I was watching how wonderfully...
We've just got word that she's got 1 shot remaining. Oh, she's played that well. She's got a nice angle now. It's just come off the right-hand side rail, maybe with a trace of left-hand side, to then play the one in the top. Screw down for the back.
It looks like a good angle, Tam.
Appears as though, I'm not sure if she's played that with check side or she's actually just hit that so thin that the whites came off at that angle.
She definitely hit it thin. In the end, I think she's had quite a bit of luck.
She's left a very tricky black from after missing the pot. I fancy Nadine to get this though. Just plain ball. She should go high of the right centre off the rail, provided she's
what a great
played that
shot.
very well. And West Australia are now to a great start. And with these formats, 2-0. I know it's only early days, but with it only being 18 frames, it gives them a great stead, especially if the frames remain tight as well, like the frame here with Lindell, you're always going to get chances. That's as long as the scoreboard keeps ticking over. The longer that this takes to claw back, the more pressure that will be mounted on the experienced Victorian team, which is exactly what Western Australia would have been hoping for.
Well, if they can keep this momentum up, Tim, they could blow Victoria away. Wonderful view of the umpire again.
Well, he is racking the balls. We'll give him some credit. We've now got Gorski for Victoria, which I'm sure they'll be happy that she's playing. After watching the first match, she had a very solid performance. Very good in amongst the balls. And they'll be looking for her to steady the ship here. Lindell's got 2 shots here. Unfortunate in off there.
It was a great pot.
Are you looking to play the yellow in bulk, leave an angle for the one on the right hand side of the table and then go into the pack here, John? Or are you looking to cover a bag at the top and then cover the bag at the bottom?
I would definitely
cover the bag at the top.
Yeah. However, I think the able player should pot the ball in bulk and leave an angle for that outside yellow to cannon into the pack and free.
And that's exactly what she's played.
However, I would see this as an opportunity to cover 2 bags and
Lindell does cue the ball very well. I do know she plays quite a bit of snooker. She seemed to have stunned into the pack more than screwed through it there. So that's why you could hear the sigh of exasperation there. But she's still got 2 shots. If she dollies the one on and off the side cushion underneath the black, leave herself on the one above the black into the right centre, and I believe that all 3 of the balls to the right hand side of the black will go into that right hand bottom pocket. So
yeah,
every chance to use a very aggressive player, Lindell, from commentating on her VPPL final last week. So I'll be very surprised if she doesn't still go for these balls.
See, this is where my shot selection struggles, Tim, because it's very difficult.
Just make a fool out of both of us and just clear up in one.
That was a fantastic shot. But I was saying, the only shot she had was to a middle bag, and it's very difficult to cover a middle bag. And that was just fantastic, though. What a great way to open the balls out.
I think you've got to be playing the top of the 2 reds here and just topping the white through off 2 cushions. And coming back for the one just underneath it.
She's on yellow. Oh.
Yes, Lindell is on yellows. So she plays the top one of the 2 yellows in the middle of the table.
You said reds.
Oh, I do apologise. You can see Gavin Lomax over there is eager to get into the commentary box at some point later on. He's just smiling over at us now.
We're quite fortunate that we aren't video streamed because Gavin's trousers are normally around his ankles.
Oh, he's now suddenly gone very shy. He wants to come in the commentary box, but now all of a sudden, once he's been called upon, he's soon folded, like me in any sort of tournament. I think Lindell's still on this ball into the middle pocket. Just doesn't look happy with where the white could potentially be tracking. It's one of these shots that I think she's still got 2. But she'll be wanting this in 1 because if she misses it, it's going to be very unlikely that she's going to have a nice shot on the yellow.
Well, that's a deceiving angle. I mean, you would play for this in the middle, but if you wanted to ensure it, you could double it over the other bag. And
that's what she's done.
Yeah.
If it slips past the red, though, that was the problem.
That was poorly executed.
I don't think you should blame Lindell there for your poor shot selection, John.
Maybe not, but if you're going to go for that shot,
you spoke too loud and you talked her into that shot because we're not too far from the table.
Yes, I talked her into it as she was playing it. I apologise for my time-travelling voice.
This is a tight ball.
Come on, Maggie.
This is virtually a form of coaching, because if there is a gap there, that yellow will pot.
However, the gap can be so minute that your queuing has to be dead straight to get through it, so...
A few more of the Vic guys have came in to give their ladies some support. Well, I'm not sure if that, it was just a halfway stop to the bar.
I'm surprised they're not in bed after the hiding New South Wales gave them early on.
Wow. We should certainly get them to listen back to this commentary. That's fighting talk so early into the tournament there, John. I'm sure they didn't give you any stick in the first match. We should maybe get them to play this back.
No, not at all. I am sorry.
I'm not quite sure what Lyndall was hoping for there, because she was quite away from getting that ball near the middle pocket. And this is a great chance now for Western Australia to take a 3-0 lead, which then would be a long way back for Victoria.
Rebecca might have the angle to actually screw from the red nearest to the white and land up on the ball in the cushion.
I really don't know why she would be playing this ball. Looking at the table directly as opposed to the camera, she is on both the ball she's next to and the ball in the top right-hand pocket.
It's a strange shot selection, Tony.
Ella wouldn't have been liking her chances to come back to the table before that visit. And now she'd have certainly perked up again, because there's a lot of pressure on this finish. That's not a bad kiss at all.
Only just went in the pocket as well.
She's got the insurance here for leaving the white with these pots in the top half of the table. So in a sense, in her mind, she should be thinking she's got potentially 2 visits here to win this frame.
You should never be thinking that though, Tim. You should always think you've got 1. Allowing yourself to think you have 2.
Well, I think if you're thinking that mentality, it takes less pressure off the pot. You see a lot of players playing for 2 shots, and then they'll end up getting them in 1. I think it's just the mentality that some players will have. It takes all the pressure off.
Or piles it on.
Could be on the big double here, stun the white.
Would you consider going off the bottom cushion first and going to pot it in the middle?
She's looking for the containing safety, leaving a length, getting good length of cue ball and making Rebecca earn the frame, as opposed to going all out for the finish, which might be a wise decision, especially after giving her 2 shots the visit before, where the balls were much easier to clear up from.
No, it seems she's following my shot selection again, which is always
she
right.
will foul. Now this is a great chance to just pop the ball over the pocket, bounce a foot off the side rail, to then leave the red in the left centre.
I'd definitely go for the ball over the pocket right now, so I'm guessing that's wrong.
I don't know, I thought you may have potentially played the red off the far jaw of the pocket.
I think I might roll the ball to the bag, and then...
She's supposed to be winding up here. Oh, she's played that at a nice pace.
I thought she played it too hard, it went in.
This could work out to be tricky, because I think she's going to land high on the red, and with the black not passing the yellow into the opposite middle, it might be wise just to stun this red in now to leave herself straight and leave the red to the bottom right hand pocket, so she can then stun that ball also to leave the black in the bottom left.
The other option is to play the red off of the yellow with a little bit of top, just to leave the red in the middle for the black in the opposite middle.
too sure on how much of an angle she would have to play that if she'd be going further away from the red in terms of that. The camera angle is very deceiving, but looking at the table, it does seem as though if she plays it softly, like say, to leave the yellow on the side rail as well, so not too hard. She pumped it off there.
Fantastic shot. You shouldn't worry about where the yellow's going. You should focus on clearing out.
Come on, miss. On the bossy. Come on, Harry.
Gorski's just mapping out her finish here. Not too sure if the black goes to the bottom left-hand corner, but we'll stick with Rebecca's frame as it's been.
I'm very happy with women 10. Strategic way of navigating the table.
Come on, mate.
We've got Roz breaking on the other table. She was our bus driver 2 years ago. And also my Scotch doubles partner in the pre-nationals comp.
Poor Roz.
She had a very bum draw. She got lucky to get through one round, and then we crashed out due to poor play by myself.
She's also playing Colby Poole, who I've heard is a very good player. I've not had the pleasure to watch her yet, but
yeah, she's a former world singles semi-finalist, and she recently won her state singles league that she runs, the VPPL.
yeah, she
It was a very good standard, beating Lyndall in the final. She's got a lot of experience as Colby. She's been to Blackpool on numerous occasions, and I know she's fancying the singles title this year of how she's playing. But her main concerns as captain of the Victorian team, which will try and get their first frame on the board, because at 4-0 now, this is looking rather ominous for them.
it was a very good black by Beck as well.
This will not be what the Victorians would have been expecting coming into this match. They certainly would have been taking it lightly. However, with the dominance that them and South Australia have had, you can certainly...
West of Australia. But
no, South Australia dominance.
Oh,
in terms of previous
yeah.
years, John. Thank you for your attempt at the correction. But
It's okay. Victoria have to get going soon, otherwise it's just going to be a downward spiral.
this is where Colby will need to use all of her experience. She'll realise this frame isn't just for herself, but for the team. And she will be very methodical in making sure that she can get them back into the match here. Roz is a very capable player, though. From what I can remember from our doubles, Scotch doubles event, she was a very good potter, well, seeing as I couldn't get the white anywhere near where it should have been. So, although Colby would definitely have started the frame favourite, it was by no means a gimme.
I think they're all on though. I think the black goes to the left middle. The only problem
is the one just to, well, I suppose there's the one below the black. It's all about the route in which you take it. So she's had to keep herself in major control of this frame at this stage. Nothing stupid. She doesn't want to be going for a finish and letting Roz tie her up like has occurred in a couple of other frames in this match. She may have been learning from her teammates' mistakes previously.
she is in command now though.
Oh, and this is Stella Kearney, who actually represents Ireland in the World Championships. She actually flew over They're very capable players. She beat current Australian women's champion 3-0 in the women's pre-tournament competition.
She's a fantastic player, Tim, and a big one to watch out for in the future.
Never mind the future, John. She could cause quite a few upsets this year.
Oh, definitely so. And I don't mean to undermine her. I've watched her play. She's fantastic. Western Australia will definitely be happy to be 4-0 up and fielding Stella Kearney right now.
She's played that very nicely here. She can drop this in and just flick off the left-hand side as we look at the yellow. She will then leave that to the right-hand pocket. Main concern should now be the yellow, which is tied up with the red on the left-hand side of the table.
That's the one ball she's looking at.
It looks like she might be a little straight, but for a second I thought she had the angle to screw this ball in and throw the white with bottom left-hand side to get into the two balls on the side rail to potentially develop that. I'm not too sure if the double is still on, which she's now looking at.
I would personally cover the bag right here, Tim.
Yeah, she should be taking control, but a youthful player, I should expect one to go for most things. You, one of the few youngsters who enjoy the tactical frame. We do have a couple of players back home. Reece Townsend certainly enjoys a tactical frame. If he's watching this.
Oh, that's right. Reece was notorious for it. We used to name him Cookie. We called him Tap Up Townsend because every shot he'd tap up to a ball and try and leave you nothing. But he was very good at it, very experienced.
And she has actually got that double. It looks tight if that black passes the red, but with how she's composed herself for this finish so far, I would expect it to go.
Fantastic.
She'll do that in nicely again. This is a far from easy black.
I assume it goes by the way she played it.
This will be some finish if she gets this. Just been asked to be quiet there, just because the players might be able to hear, so if the volume has gone down, I do apologise, but we are now under orders.
She must have been millimetres off of that part. I assume it went, she clearly went for it.
Rio now needs to put a stranglehold on this frame. She needs to pot the ball over the middle, cover the bag at the bottom, and also stick her behind the other red. However, I don't believe she's left the angle to now do that. So she might be looking to pop the ball that she's straight on now and then roll the second ball down. She will be leaving a hit on the black, but they won't have anywhere to go.
Rio essentially has a number of shots she can play with a free card. You know, she can play the balls down the rail and not worry about missing them because Stella can go nowhere with that black if she covers the bag.
See, there's not a great deal, if anything, that Stella can do in an aggressive manner here. She can try and contain herself within the frame at this stage. She could have the old lash off 3 cushions and try and pot the ball in the bottom left-hand pocket, off the side rail, top rail and back down.
One of your specialties.
Look's always been better than skill.
I have to admit, I think I would have went for the lash.
See, again here, I think Ria might just pop this ball into the centre pocket, roll the red down to the other pocket, although she'll be leaving a clear hit on the black. As long as the white is, say, parallel with the black, she'll only be leaving a big double into the top pocket. Looks like she's playing it the ball before, but the problem with that is she's now left a massive pocket.
See, I would have potted that in the middle and used a 2-ball plant to actually get the ball off the cushion, unless it went in the middle comfortably.
Oh, leave the white centre table and play the plant for the natural angle to get the ball.
To get the ball off the cushion, and then you'd have the ball over the bag for the one on the cushion. That one would have been moved. But she left Stella a chance here. What
She
a
has
pot.
slammed that in. And that's 5-0 to Western Australia.
Big name to watch out for, folks. Stella.
She has just got down and levered that. No concern of being off. John's just taking a quick toilet break, so we'll leave it there and be back in 2. Jawed that ball there, but she seems to still be in this frame. I didn't know she had 2. I think she'll just be looking to probably roll this over the pocket. Although Colby's got the control of the bottom right-hand pocket there, the black itself is still going to be very tricky. So this is still anyone's at the stage. Obviously Colby's massive favourite. She flirted with the in-off there. She's got the total snooker. I'm sure Colby will probably either roll up to this yellow or just push it down there as an additional ball. There's not really anything that Roz can do at this stage to win the frame. All she can really do is make it as difficult as possible for Colby to actually get the out. Obviously that can change.
30 seconds. Come on, let's go,
Western Australia will be relieved of pressure now at 5-0, and the pressure will all be on Victoria.
They can only really hope that Western Australia will start seeing the finishing line in sight and tend to lower their performance, because at this stage they seem to be there seem to have been some nice outs, but they have also been very clinical for the Victorians' mistakes. And as I said previously, Roz is actually a very good putter of the ball. Numerous times when we were playing my white ball, to say left a lot to be desired, to say the least. And she got us out of trouble no end of times. You can just see there. Our Millsy is now at the com box, smiling away and giggling. You want to step in, Millsy, for a quick chat? Oh no, I've never seen him move so fast.
I'm surprised he didn't get a taxi here.
Oh, Roz has played a great shot there. I had no idea that that actually passed through the red. That is one of the major differences of these tables over here. When you think you've got the bag, because of the cut of the pockets are different, you can actually squeeze balls through.
That's right.
It's, you thought it was unsqueezable?
It's very difficult to cover a bag completely, and as
Roz will
such,
be very happy with that as well. She can play the bottom one here. If she can force an angle to then get to the one on the left-hand side of the table, I'm not too sure if she's too straight, but if she can, she can top this through off the cushion with right-hand side. Even if she lands centre table and lands on the ball into the same pocket to then go one cushion, she will not be happy with that.
you have to look at both tables, and before that shot, say that Western Australia are in command of both of these frames.
She's going to be probably looking at sending the yellow under the red here and trying to get the bag. She's going to have to play with a bit of pace because she's going to be hitting the red quite full. But that's the only real shot that I can see, and she'll be sending the white up the table to obviously leave Colby a tricky shot. Any length of pot at 5-0 down is going to be a lot of pressure on that. She should also take that into consideration.
I think Roz is in quite a predicament here. She had such a large area to play for to be on either yellow.
Well, she just played the containing shot. She gave control in many respects back to Colby. That's suppose
problem
at this
is,
stage she's gone to not lose the frame rather than to win it there.
if Colby can get that bag covered, then she's just put the yellow, in fact both yellows are over the bag.
Yeah. It's a very negative shot there, you'd say, because I think she should have been trying to go bottom cushion red, push the red to the side cushion and get the yellow in front of, well, in the bag effectively. There was the fear that she would have been leaving Colby on, and as such she thought she'll guarantee herself another visit in this frame. There's Mickey McPherson there.
Very pleasant character.
Using expletives that we will not repeat, obviously live on air.
Obscenities.
So although she's not got the bag here, Rosa's going to have to make sure that she does get the snooker on the right hand side red here, right of the two red shirts, which she has done, because it was a perfect position to pop that and stun into the yellow to release the bottom red.
So you know now,
There's just back from his pit stop. The only time he will leave his seat is to go to the toilet.
There's such a big
There's no one to
margin
do
for
that
error
for him.
for Colby to actually play off both of the jaws here, or be.
We've got a few more lines there now.
Cushions. Colby could put Ross in a lot of trouble here.
She's just caught the jaw there, which is straight in the white up. Just fortunately left Ros too, and if she can pot this ball into the top left-hand pocket with the first shot, and just stun the white to the right-hand side rail so she can get a full ball contact on the yellow that is currently unavailable, just to play that off the red gently to then leave it down the left.
There's also the option to actually screw into the ball.
That's a very tough shot, John. Low percentage shot. I'd be wanting the pot here.
I think if you screw directly into it.
Not quite sure what Ross has played there.
That was a third option.
It's very polite of you, John. I'm sure she'll think of something though, potentially even if she could stun off this yellow next to the black. And just leave, even if you leave the white on the bottom cushion, you're not leaving a finish for Colby, and you're forcing her to play the bottom red.
Victoria on the left table, the left side of your screen, missing a golden chance to get their first frame in this match, and handing the momentum over to Western Australia.
Just needs to hold herself together here for this finish. It's wiped its feet. It's a good job it went though. She looks very straight on this one on the bottom cushion. I'd be tempted to play the one into the middle pocket now. If you can play the one that she's straight on into the right middle, leave the white where the yellow is now, so then she's then got an angle to play the one on the bottom rail. That way she'll be guaranteed to cover the bag if she misses it, and there's no danger of. However, she has rushed that. She seems to have got down and one-stroked it, if you like. She should have spent a bit more time actually down on the shot.
That was definitely the right shot, Tim.
It might be worth Lindell giving it a bit of a cheer after potting this black.
And hopefully
to actually just let their opponents know that they're still in this match.
And hopefully not kill the commentator for hearing what I said.
Just make a bit of noise, just let them know that they still believe that they're in this match. Roz has actually got herself in a very good position here after some rather different, shall we say, shot selection.
One shot can desperately change that though, Tim. And if
what's that shot that you're thinking of then, John? Side rail, maybe?
No. Colby, I think, is thinking of potting it in the pocket where all the yellows are, if not covering the bag.
As in cutting the red thin back across the table, hitting the side cushion to avoid the in-off. She looks like she's screwing into this, which I think she might end up hitting the red thick. Oh, that's the worst outcome she could have had.
Well, Roz is in a fantastic position now, but
right here, she should be leaving the white sort of the centre of the baulk line so that she can cut this ball back to make the plan and swing the white across to guarantee that she's on the second yellow. She definitely should not be putting the white on the left-hand side of the table as we look, because then the yellow will be frozen and she will have no shot on that if she does make the plan. She may even not have to play the plan. From the angle here, looks as
I think she's putting it in a pretty good position there. The black comfortably goes to the middle.
Just see a few more of the lines there behind Ros, eagerly watching the outcome of this shot.
That's a great shot. That's all you needed to do.
She's guaranteed herself a shot at the black.
Just keep your composure in Western Australia. It's 6-1 up.
We've also got Sue Basinich on the table, albeit against Marg. They're looking for her to consolidate this lead that they've gained.
I think it's alright.
I think if the red, I can't tell from if the red does pass, the black does pass the red into the corner. It really doesn't look like it on the camera. It looks a lot closer. Sorry, a lot closer looking at the table itself. But it might be wise to actually just play this with right hand side as Ros will be looking at the cue ball, and actually using the black and the red to actually stop the pace of the white.
You might be able to just drop this and be on the black in the middle.
It looks very thin, John. I'm not sure if she tries to hold whether the yellow will actually reach the pocket. Yeah, she's had to play off. And she's landed. Oh, I fancy Ros to pot this. She can certainly cue the centre of the white that she'll be requiring.
I'm sure she didn't learn that from you, Ted.
No, I'd have gone in off somewhere, John. And it'd have still been open table if it was you. This is a massive shot in the context of this match. Back in Ros to pot this.
Wonderful shot.
And that is the only winner that I've backed in the last 6 months.
See, I think the yellow near the black would be perfect for coming off the bottom cushion and holding on the red.
Hold on the red. So straight.
I think she should screw for this one on the cushion now. Good luck about the
She
ball.
seems to have just pushed that a little bit in the actual final feather of the cue there, which is a complete contrast to the first match. And that will only be the scoreline that will be making her miss that ball. She's still widely in the balances zone. It's not left an easy starter for Sue here. There's the ball over the middle, but you're always flirting with the in-off in the bottom corner. She could play the middle of the 3 balls on the right into the middle and hold on the yellow. But none of these are easy options. Or you just slap the double in like it was nothing and say, yes, that is easy.
Basinich making a bold statement there.
certainly got some cue power, Sue.
And I think she's also left an angle to top into that red. Bit of top spin. If you hit the red full on, you bring it out and you land straight in the red in the middle.
She's going to have to cue that very nicely, otherwise the white will hit the cushion above the red. But yeah, it certainly is there.
There's also the option to actually hit the cushion before the
She'll
red.
be wanting the cushion first, just to flick the red out a touch. Still be on the red into the middle.
There's a
And then the
relatively...
red will go down the rail past the yellow if she manages to pull that off.
She wasn't confident enough
She
for
looks
it,
like
but
she might be dropping this in and playing the massive double into the right-hand bottom corner pocket.
And the black does go.
That is... And with how Western Australia have been playing, you wouldn't back against her at this stage because she is guaranteed to be perfect on this double. All she's going to have to do is screw the white and knock her foot off the double to be straight on the black into the same pocket. Like I say, that is absolutely perfect.
One good shot and Western Australia are out of sight.
That's a good shot by Rebecca there as well on the other table. Everything's going well for Western Australia right now. Oh, I thought that was it. That would have been a great finish there.
Second prize though.
This is a big ass now for Margie. Nick Young's coming to the commentary box. You getting in on the action, Nick? Yeah, we've got Nick Young now going to join John in the commentary box.
It's a pleasure to introduce Nick Young, a fantastic Victoria player, who obviously didn't hear my commentary or I wouldn't be sitting here alive right now.
Hello, John.
Hello, mate. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Bit of a one-sided game here.
Oh, it is at the minute, yeah.
Is WA playing well, or is...
WA are playing very solid, but Victoria have yet to get off the mark. They're yet to start.
Just can't get going?
Not at all.
I think once they get going, they'll be a force to reckon with. Got some very good players.
They do. They have exceptional players, but Western Australia are much improved themselves. So.
Yep. Been scrappy frames or just pot out first?
There've been a few mistakes, and it's really Western Australia have capitalised on Victoria's mistakes, but...
Oh, this is should be an easy pot out here by Margie.
It depends. I think she's under a lot of pressure, being 6-1 behind, and knowing that she'll have to take that clearance with one visit.
Oh, she's on yellows.
Yeah.
A few snooker options though.
There are.
Oh, don't go off. It's a big mistake.
A sense of deja vu for Western Australia.
So it's first to 10, yeah?
Yes, it is for the win.
They need a good round here, don't they? They need to get back to at least 7-5, I reckon.
I think Victoria are on the last life.
Saying that first day, everyone's still getting used to all the tables and...
That's correct. You know yourself, it's very difficult to get used to them.
New cloth, the doubles are very bit iffy at the moment.
Really iffy. If you hit them hard, they come off wide. If you hit them soft, they come off... It's insane to even try and work out doubles right now, but I assume that the more they're played on, the better the grip will be.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll see a lot of this in the girls' pool. They'll try to pull up on the out and just put a ball over the hole. Not as free flowing as us men.
No, not at all. You men, I'm very tactical myself, but
Well, we did have that one frame yesterday, didn't we? Where all the balls around one pocket and we had to touch fiddly sort of thing.
You won that, didn't you?
No, you missed the black right over the hole.
See, that's why I cover pockets. What a fantastic black, though.
Well, 7-1 now. Sort of pushing shit uphill, as they say.
You can never call someone out, but Victoria need to get going right now.
Yeah, not wrong. Well, probably got our best player from the state now, Colby, at the table. Usually plays the right shot, knows how to win a frame. And this is when Victoria need it most. She's in control now because she's at the table. I wonder if that yellow that she's just hit was on, but now obviously it's not. And I reckon she's trying to go around it.
I'm not quite sure whether she... I think she would have tried to go around it, but then she might have went to go into them. Because if she'd have hit that far yellow full ball, she would have been on the one to the left of the screen.
And then open them all up. I wonder if she can just play the double, the one that she's on the bottom rail, double it up to cover the yellow pocket, and then get the snooker behind the other yellows. Because she's opened it all up now. If this red passes on the black, well, Sue could probably go game. I think it's Sue. No, it's not Sue. Smith. Smith is her name.
Rebecca.
Rebecca, is it?
On the other table we have Rhiannon Bolton.
She's been a bit of form lately, Rio.
Oh,
She had a good last 12 months. She fired last year.
That was definitely a
That
foul.
was a foul, Lord Dave. I don't know. Could we get a replay on that, please, Dan?
That could not have been a legal shot.
That was a bit fiddly.
A bit.
It looked like she's hit black quarter ball then, but I don't know how my eyes are going.
Might need it a tad earlier than that.
But I don't think it's going to hurt Colby too much. She still can't pot out. The only thing she can do is put this red over the bag.
Well, it's truly Western Australia.
We're going to go for the replay. Colby's asked for it. My first glance was a foul, and I think that was your...
That was my first. I actually thought the red was... You shouldn't even move the black at all
Nah.
if you were playing that red. But yeah,
It's definitely a foul. Are we making the call? Or we think it's a foul?
It's 100% a foul.
Yeah, we both think it's a foul. Did you want to have a look at it, Mega? Well, I think I'm not quite sure if we overrule the umpire here because James.
We don't overrule the umpire, but if you actually take it back to the shot, and could you do that? And if you have a look at the shot, then there is no way that you could get that much
movement on the black.
Movement on the black from
Yeah.
a pot from the
Yeah.
red or anything. Just because, look at that. There is no way you could send the black that far away from potting that red from that angle. Look how much the black moves.
Definitely.
There is no way you could hit that red.
Nah.
And it's 100% a foul. But again, it's the umpire's
It is the
decision.
umpire's call. He said it was a foul, but I mean, when you're playing them at that pace, you're always giving the player at the table the benefit of the doubt. So you're not.
That's right, but I mean, there is no doubt in my head that that was a foul.
But I'm not quite sure why Tanya's just talking on Macca because she didn't see the shot. So we've just had confirmation that they can't use the footage for the rule to be overturned. It's the umpire.
Tell that to rugby union.
Who's that?
Tell that to rugby, but
Oh, rugby.
video referee. But
Yeah. The thing is though, like if you're a player, you know if you're fouled, like on that position, like you know if it's tight, and if you know you're playing at a pace, hopefully the referee doesn't see.
that's right. Yeah. But
Because even when I think even I called before she played the shot that there's no way that's on. You're going to hit the black.
But the fact of the matter is, if she was to pot that, the black shouldn't have moved because her angle was either dead straight or slightly to the left. For the black to move half a table to the right,
it's got to
the
hit that
black
first.
has to have been hit
If you put that clean, you're topping off that, and the black's
Exactly.
probably going to move what, half a foot, if that. Yeah, I think
if you were potting that from the angle, you might not have even moved the black at all. I mean,
correct.
look at that right.
I don't, is there a
Right
is a
now,
better?
there is no way. That is actually the other way.
Yeah,
See?
definitely.
Directly black first.
And they have not overturned that, and Kowe's been, she's been shifted there.
You never know, it could rally the Victorians.
Yeah, that would put a bit of venom in my blood. Oh wow, and she's time fouled after all that, so it would have even mattered. If anything, it's better for Colby because she now got a ball in hand.
Well,
I'm going to say one word: karma.
I was just about to say the same thing, Nick.
Yeah. Jamie, I agree with you. I know you're watching at home. You would have outbursted then. But it's not going to make a difference because Kelby's going to run this rack very quickly.
Very pro-Victorian, aren't you, Nick?
Well,
anyone would think you play for them.
Well, I'm a little bit biased because Kelby's also from my hometown too, so.
Come on, Vic. Let's go, Vic. Come on.
Admittedly, she does look like a fantastic player, but
I'm sure you're in the same situation. We want a good match. We don't want 8-1. We want 7-2 and the Victorians come back.
yeah, that would be great.
Give me a last round decider. And on the other table, Rio's got another chance. On the reds, they're all there, but it's just a matter of navigating the white now, isn't it?
I think the first shot's going to be difficult.
Yeah. Would you take the one on the left side just before the bulk line? Pot it in the top right rail and pot it to the green pocket?
I think it's a 50-50 either to take the one on the left or the right. I think it entirely depends on your comfort zone for this shot. Because for any case, your last ball should be the one on the cushion for the black in the middle. Or alternatively, land straight on the one on the cushion.
So Colby gets it back to 7-2. He's going to do a little come on Vix. She might get away with it though, Rio, this snap pot. But you can tell the way she's played it, she wasn't 100% committed to that shot because if you pot that, what have you got next?
That's true. Yeah, she was on nothing if that went in. She may actually, I think she might be relieved.
Absolutely. But all Beck has to do is just hit the yellow, put the pressure, get the pressure on Rio.
That's right, and she has done it.
Nudge the black a little bit over to that bag she's got covered too.
Oh, glad that ball wasn't called as a foul.
I'm pretty confident that wasn't a foul. So have you found your time in Australia, John? Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
You enjoying
I think
it?
it's the best country in the world.
Yeah.
I think the pool's different. Yep. Especially different to England, but the country itself, it's phenomenal.
Would you find it's easier to pot out on these tables to the others, or?
I find them to be much more attacking tables. More designed for attacking.
Okay.
I think the tactical game is less prominent in these sort of tables.
Yeah, okay. So every time I've gone over to England, I actually find it the opposite. I actually find they're actually a lot easier to make outs on.
the pockets are easier to pot on, but they're also easier to cover in England.
Yeah, true, more congestion.
Yeah. And of course, being the machine you are, you don't need to cover pockets anyway. So
Please.
Of course.
So you here for good, are you, John, or you just got a visa? Or?
I'm here for university for a few years at least, and then I'll see where I am.
Yep.
But to be honest, I actually prefer the pool tournaments over here. I think they're run fantastically. I think the people are fantastic. That's the main thing.
Probably not as much politician over here than what there is back at home.
I've never been involved in that. I've always got on with everyone in the English pool game and the Australian pool game, obviously, but it's just the people that play the game.
Yeah. Well, in my opinion, I think you should go back home because you're going to win too many tournaments here. We can't cop that.
Win too many tournaments.
We can't have an international win and everything.
I don't even think I won a first round. I'll be happy with a lag.
Little clever shot there by Beck, just to both bottom bags covered and just pushing the black a little bit closer. Rary's in a little bit of trouble there. She's got to get her red back down to that pocket just to keep her in the frame, I think.
She's in a lot of trouble. I think I might go kamikaze and cut the black towards the red. Pop the yellow over the bag and leave her nothing for the first shot and the black over the red for a second.
Yeah, right. How are you here? It was an option, but you got to get that perfect, don't you?
As long as you got it sort of
If you
towards
get
the
the black
bottom
and
red.
the red, yeah. She's got full control now.
Yeah,
In
the shot wouldn't work anymore.
In these frames, you're just going to make sure you get back to the table, isn't it? Just one shot at a time, keep covering up, making sure that they can't pot out.
Sometimes you have to wait for a mistake from the opponent, and
Of course, yeah.
I do think Rio's in this position right now.
So I don't know if I would have potted that.
Come on, Rio. Come on, mate.
See, I don't know what I would have played because she's in such a difficult position.
Yeah, maybe she wants to pot this red onto the yellow and take the black pocket, maybe, and then just
Maybe, yeah.
the only problem with that, like, it's good that you're forcing the hand for Beck to pot out, but in the other case, they are all there, so.
One shot I can think of would be to sort of pot this red over the middle, and it doesn't matter, that's a good shot. She has to hope that Beck doesn't clear up and have two on the black because she's in trouble.
Yeah. Well, I actually think she played that one shot too many. If you potted the ball in the middle and then give yourself angle to pot the red onto the yellow and bring the white back down to the bottom cushion, then when you play the first yellow, when she pots, you've actually got to create a result. Now this way, she could have passed that and potted the other yellow clean, which she's failed to do now. But it would have actually made her create something, and that's what you need to do in that position. Make it a lot harder for her. So now she's got to use it too on the yellow, and then play a double on the black, or land behind the black, which is a lot trickier.
Rio's shot has turned out to be a stroke of
It has, hasn't it? And that has gone horribly wrong for Beck O'Mara. So now you got to take the yellow one, I think, to the middle and just give yourself a shot at the black, because if you give Rio one more shot, she's going to go game.
She is quite an attacking player.
What do you think of the venue here, John?
I think it's a great venue. Again, I'm learning a lot about Australia, but I think they've been very welcoming. The accommodation's very nice. Just as a whole, it's been a fantastic tournament.
It really turned out true.
And it's only the beginning. I mean, the entire setup of the tournament is very well organised. The standards are phenomenal compared to what I'm used to seeing in England. there is fantastic standard in England, but there's also a very low standard. Over here, everyone can clear the table.
It's amazing how this frame is turned around here by Rio and Beck, isn't it? Rio couldn't lose the frame, and just that putting the pressure on Beck to force it out has turned out to be gold.
And it was all that one shot where she should have just run past the yard instead of...
Yeah, correct. It's amazing, sometimes the out looks so simple. You still got to give every shot that 100% that it deserves, because it can come undone.
30 seconds.
So would you play here if you were in Beck's position?
I'd probably hit it and hope for a few kisses.
Yeah, I'd hit Hail Mary. What about hitting the black? Just quarter ball, put it to the rail and leave the white right on the red over the hole, like what she's just played. Keeps Rio on the palm. Yes, she's still in control, but it probably give you another shot at the table. Like I was saying before, all you need is one more shot in these frames. There's no point Rio potting all these balls now. You've got control of the frame.
That's right.
Put them in a position where you can go game later on. She's going more the attacking here, though.
That was a strange choice of shot.
Yeah, a lot of stuff had to go right there, didn't it? Saying that, the alley is still on. Yeah, that wiped his feet, didn't it, in the middle?
Perfect way. Yeah, it's beautiful.
This is the frame ball, though. Always find it tricky playing balls into the middle, dead weight.
She could probably stun it. Use a little bit of screw back just to get back here. And
Played it well.
Perfect.
Just a matter of giving yourself angle here to drift up behind the black to make it as easy as possible after this shot. I'll tell you what, if Victoria get this frame and Tanya's on and out over there, and make it 7-4, you got yourself a game now. All that needs to bounce. She hasn't come far enough for her.
The thing is, Victoria can't afford any more errors. They have to be pinpoint from now on.
And I think Rio, I think she rushed that. Get back, have a look, walk around the table. Just make sure you get yourself over that side for the black.
Did she have angle? Do you think she had angle to actually stun between the yellow?
No, I don't think so. I think she had to play the shot she played, but she just underhit it.
What a brilliant shot.
She played well. And so the girls in the camp are up and about. This is where Tanya, she just needs to make sure. Yes, it looks easy, but you just got to make sure 100% every shot. One frame pull.
One frame pull. Anyone can come back from behind, actually, and
absolutely.
The New South Wales team actually came back from behind against Victoria earlier today, and we persevered and eventually came through as winners. But
it's a pretty high standard match, I thought, for the first match of the Nationals. There's a lot of outs made.
Yeah,
you just tore us apart yourself.
In the final set.
Nothing went wrong for you. Kissing off balls, landing fat, playing a pod, double it off 3 rails, goes in.
I went for the double off 3 rails. And 3 balls, sorry.
Oh, did you?
What a
I reckon she might be on this double. I reckon you've got to punch it in. The only problem is because these tables are so new, the cloth is just doing funny things. If you hit this hard, it'll actually straighten up, so you've nearly got to allow for a little bit. And it's when you play them soft, they'll throw. So you're in a bit of you're in crossroads at the moment.
There is, it's a difficult shot.
But Tanya just goes down and knocks it in.
Brilliant.
And we've got a game now. Fix are up and about. Couple of frames that should have went WA's way, and Victoria seemed to punch it back.
Well, there's everything to play for now.
So another shout out to Dan Lynch. He probably gets it 100 times every time everyone jumps on the mic, but he does such a good job. Travelled all this way, doesn't get paid for it. Just loves exposing the game internationally and nationally. Got the replays happening now, even though we can't use them, but doing such a good job. Get paid something. So we got the young Stella Cooney from Ireland. I love the way she approaches the game. Got that little swag about her. She reminds me of Isabella DiGiorgio back at home. Goes around, just knocks them in. Plays her natural game. And she will become a world champion later on. No doubt about that. Playing Lisa Garvey from... I think she came runner-up in the state title this year. Big performance. Now we're welcomed by Steve Jamison. The little ring-in.
Good evening, everybody.
Victoria making a comeback now, Jamo.
Yeah, I've been tipping the comeback tonight just from the sidelines.
Just talking about Stella, how she's got that little swag about her. She just gets down and goes by the business. Just doesn't muck around.
Yeah, she certainly seems to have a very good cue action and a very good temperament and everything. So
yeah,
a bit of experience, and she'll be very dangerous, I'm sure.
And this is where the ladies' game needs to evolve to all this aggressive style pool playing. And it's good that we've got this young generation coming through.
Yeah, the juniors coming through in the women's pool are exceptional. People like Stella and Isabella DiGiorgio and Victoria as well. And I'm sure there's many others that you would know more than me because I'm quite new to this stuff. Lisa Garvey's had a really good year, by the way, and this is her first year at Nationals, and Lisa's noticed already very good at putting balls under pressure.
She's got a pretty good tactical game too.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Watching her back at home, and she does play the right shot most of the time. Her execution can let her down sometimes, but she's still obviously new to the game. She
doesn't get her chin on the cue very often.
Yep.
Which is one thing that I think she could improve on, but certainly match play wise does a great job.
I don't know about these sunglasses on the head though. How can that actually make you play any better?
Well, I've never tried it actually. I might try it tomorrow, see if it helps.
That's after a few stubbies and going out tonight, is it? Have the old glass eye happening?
Don't know about that. I think after today's performance, might have to have an early night and knuckle down tomorrow.
Little push shot. You can call that both ways there. The old can't call it a foul, but you can't. It's one of those tight situations. I think there was enough gap there to call the
I think if it was a snooker match, that'd be definitely a foul. But in pool, it's a bit of a grey area.
Yeah, it's more the player that's playing the shot to call the own foul on that, because it's a dodgy one when the umpires call it.
Yeah. So Stella's just gonna. She's gone for it. Okay.
The smart shot there would have just roll up and put the yellow over the bag and leave the white in a tricky position for Lise. It's a big frame this because it's 8-4 or 7-5. If Victoria get it back to 7-5, they're going to had their tails up. And
Yeah, I think it's a really even frame, this one as well. I don't make either of them favourite, really. I mean, red's still got a lot of work to do. Yellow's maybe a marginal favourite, but if Lisa tucks the white underneath these reds in the bulk area, then she might be slight favourite.
while that cluster's there around the black spot, you sort of feel like you're still a chance to win the frame, no matter what balls you're on. So I was trying to force the opponent to move them without potting out.
It's a good shot from Lisa.
The only problem with that is you haven't made these two reds on, so Stella can just play one side rail, hit these yellows, open it up, and put the pressure on Lisa to make an extraction. Or
Yeah. Although you say that, Nick, as if it's easy to hit these yellows. I know, personally speaking, this would be quite a hard shot for me.
Yep.
But when you practice with Jake McCartney every day, it's probably an absolute cancer.
The thing when I play with Jake McCartney is I don't get to the table, so I can't practice these shots.
Oh, it's a good hit.
Played it well. And push
Good
the red
hit,
to the rail
yeah.
too. But saying that, I think I still want to be on reds here. I want to play this red in the middle of the table. Start off the side rail, get behind these two reds, and then get a snooker behind them. Bring a red down here, put it over the hole,
Yeah.
even just put it in the middle of the table. Just make sure you get the snooker.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be playing extraction.
I think she's playing the extraction as top on this white ball.
You can't miss the pot.
Okay.
Let's see. She moved on that.
She did, but
I mean, these yellows are still nowhere in gimmies. Like, I think you might even have to go into this.
yeah. But I think Stella's such a good curist. I think she can make this cannon.
Yep.
Probably just the bottom yellow.
Yeah.
Half ball would be perfect.
So even
Bump
if-
the top one up into the potable in the middle.
Even if you hit the black, I reckon you're still a good chance.
Okay,
Be on
so
it.
she decided to just hang that ball, I think, and it's
Maybe
gone
this
in.
goes in the middle.
I've got a feeling she played that over the hole.
But if this goes in
We'll
there,
never really know, but she's just looking to see if the yellow goes in the left centre, which tells me that was a safety shot she played.
it goes in the middle. But it's not good. Yeah, I just
And
love
this
it.
must mean that it goes in the left middle as well.
I just love the carefree attitude that she plays. Just a little swag. She goes down the table.
Yeah.
And just get that little skip in her step. The little small can on the black. Now she's going around it. She moves on that too. A little bit of pressure out there by the. What we're
Yeah, do you
saying.
think the yellow was potable, or maybe she had just half a pocket or something?
I'm pretty sure it was potable because she just went around and tried to knock it in. I think there was, and you still need to take care on those balls of to clinch the frame.
I think Lisa's playing safe here.
Yeah, I don't blame
It
her.
really surprises me.
When you got those two balls at the top, you got to extract or.
I think she's left it at the fine edge of this ball, and I think
It's a bad shot if she has.
not ideal. But Victoria 4-7 behind, looking.
7-1. They dragged back.
Oh, they were
last three
7-1.
frames,
Okay,
yeah.
so they pulled it back. So this is quite huge, but obviously it doesn't
She
go.
must be
So that
asleep.
looks like a foul. 2 shots
I'm not
to red.
quite sure what she's played. She's missed that by a foot. She's trying to hit that yellow. That's a poor.
I think that's
attempt.
just a little bit of inexperience there from Stella. I'm sure she'll rewind this match and watch that again, and no doubt learn a lot from that shot.
Like I was saying before, that these rails have thrown a lot, but she has missed that by a long, long way.
Yeah. Lisa Garvey now favourite, and Victorian's favourite to go 7-5. Let's see if she can do it.
So it looks like she'll have to waste a shot now. Just thin off it, you reckon, and put it over the hole a little bit closer. Try to play the wide in area where you got options to pot 2 or 3 balls.
Yeah, I think so.
Try to
Yeah.
get just past the middle pocket to maybe play one of these reds in the centre.
Yeah,
She played it a little bit hard. It
it's not too bad. It's worked out quite well.
has, yeah.
So you'd expect Lisa to get these 2 in bulk, and then it's a long or mid-range left-hand red into the side pocket,
So yeah, I think
which
ideally
is a tough gig.
it's really nice to put this one in the middle that she's about to play and then play the ball in bulk. But give yourself a nice angle to when you can play the red and just float down. and play the red long as a shot to nothing, because that's your hardest ball on the table, the one on the rail.
And look, I think you might be too advanced for the commentary here, Nick, because that's that's really advanced thought process there.
She's moved again. And I think that just comes down to lack of experience. First Nationals, take your time on the key shots. Make sure that they may look easy back at home. You knock them in every day of the week.
But I think these mid to long range pots, though, I think the ladies, with respect to them, I think they're happy for them to go in. They're not so much thinking about the shot to nothing position stuff. They'd be happy if it goes in half the time.
Yeah.
But that's a great shot there and a great finish.
I just love when she knocked that in. She had that little hop and just run around the table like a Ben Noonan. And
yeah, she's a champion young player.
That hurts Victoria because they should have won that frame. I mean,
yeah, Lisa will be disappointed with that, but she's had a really good day today. She's played well.
Yep.
So don't be disappointed about that, Lisa Garvey. Pick yourself up, dress yourself down for the next game. And well done to Stella Carney there, a really good finish.
Yeah.
And 8-4 Western Australia.
So they got to win this last round 6-0, I think, to win the match. They got to win them all, which has been done before. And
it's been done today.
And I'm sure Victoria, I think every player on Victorian side, they'll think that they start favourite against all them players. I think that they've got more experience than these WA players, and they believe that they can win it.
Yep, the players just doing their huddles right now. Just saying a few words of encouragement to each other, and then they'll do a big shout out and support each other well to try and get through this match in the final round.
But you got to be feeling good 8-4 up, don't you? Knowing that you only need 2 frames for the win.
Yeah. I think Western Australia, though, if I'm not mistaken, they would be the underdogs here, Nick?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
So I'm guessing the winning line might mean a bit more to them than Victoria.
Yep.
Just based on the history or the form of the two teams.
And I know that we've saw a few mistakes in the last few frames, but we're only in day one. The Nationals, it's gonna, the standard is gonna lift day by day. People are gonna get more comfortable. They're gonna get used to the table conditions. The pressure's gonna ease off just that little bit. But sometimes it's funny because these early matches can affect the way the tournament ends up. So it looks like Tanya's gonna play 1 frame for Victoria. And she's been away from the game for a few years from Victoria.
Yeah, I've not seen her play very much. She seems to have a very good cue action, though.
Yeah, she's a big in for Victoria. I think they rate her very highly back at home. Should be one of the better females. She's playing Sue Busanic, I think.
Sue Busanic. I think Sue might be one of the top players in WA on the women's game.
I think she's one of the better players in the country. She's
she likes to do a bit of commentary.
She represented Australia a few times. I think I went over the Worlds with her once or twice now. And she has done well over there.
Yeah, she's got excellent commentary as well, Sue, when she goes on the Cue Ball TV stream.
She did a lot over at the Perth comp. Ron Kelly's comp that he was running. Western National. Knows a lot about the game. I think she's been around the trust for a while, hasn't she? It's important for Victoria to get these first couple of frames, just to keep the pressure on, you know.
Yeah.
If they let one slip, well, you know, WA's got the draw, and they'll probably just run away with it. But
and a really good break there from WA. What's this lady called, guys?
Is it Julian Reading? I think that's her name. I don't think I've saw her before. So I've only been at this my second Nationals myself, so.
Well, an excellent start, really good break, excellent plant on the reds. We'll get this young lady's name very soon.
Pretty sure it's Julian Reading. I think we've got a
fantastic start. She'll be tempted to cover the kick here because there's 2 yellows down there, though.
Yeah, and there's a lot of
And
cluster
she may
down,
not
down this end,
fancy
isn't
the
there?
clearance. But then 8-4 up. Also, you might be tempted just to have a dip, but no.
Gives Jacinta a chance to just play one
So
of
I
these
think
shallows.
this girl's name is Julianne Redding. I've just done the maths because I saw ING on her shirt. And I've seen the team sheet list. Julianne Redding. And for Victoria, it's Jacinta McMaster, I think.
Yeah, she's I think it's her first state side, or she might have made it years and years ago. I know she hasn't played for a long time at state level. She's from Bendigo.
Is she okay?
I saw her playing at Country Cup a couple of years now, and she does hit a very good ball, very aggressive actually.
Okay. Well, she's on yellows here, so I think the yellow in bulk goes under the red, so it's a pretty open frame here.
It'll be worth trying to double it back inside this red now. Get it out of the way, then that red up the top is not really in the game.
Could
anymore. It's
do.
not important.
I mean, that's a really tough shot, to be fair, Nick. I mean,
I mean, while these
she might take it now.
while these reds are in a little bit of a cluster, when you get rid of your worst ball on the tail, I mean, I don't think anyone would like. I mean, it's a tricky out.
Well, she's gone for a plant in the middle. That was a bit ambitious.
Yeah. But maybe that yellow probably goes under the red, so
I think she's
not afraid to leave it up there.
I think she's saying, hey, have a go. I don't think you'll get out here. And now Julianne, although people are calling Tanya. No, it's Julianne.
This is Tanya playing for Victoria, mate.
That's right.
And she came up dry.
So I think Julianne's got a great chance here. If that left-hand red goes in the left corner, it must not go.
She just wants to
hence the safety.
Keep the foot on the throat, keep control of the match. But I'll tell you what, Jacinta could double this yellow back inside the red and nearly go game herself. If she wants to take that on.
That would be a huge shot, Nick.
I mean, it's there.
That's a freak show shot you're describing. I think if it was Jane McCartney out there or Nick Young, maybe a chance it would go in.
She played it.
Oh, she's played the left-hand one.
Yeah,
was that the one you were
that
referring
was
to?
the shot
Sorry,
I
I
was
thought you
playing,
meant the one in bulk.
Yeah. Well, obviously it was a tough shot. 2 shots here. You still got to make a little extraction and open these up nicely.
2 shots on red, isn't it?
I think just one smart shot here is the key in order.
I think this left-hand red is the problem ball. It obviously doesn't go in the left corner, otherwise she would have played it before.
Even if you just thin off this red that she's about to hit and hit the yellow onto the bulk, then they all are on. Just waste one shot.
Yeah.
Now she's actually got to make an extraction where you could have played that one little smart shot
and
open it all up, and then they're all there for the taking.
Yeah, that's right, Nick. It's if this plant in the right corner isn't on perfectly, then you're absolutely right. She could have done a different shot. I can only think that she was playing for the plant.
Yeah, I don't think that plan was full on though, is it? I think you're going to make that.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. And it's not on because she's getting the rest out. So this looks like an extraction attempt.
Wouldn't surprise
and
me
hopefully I'm going to be on the bulk red.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if she just puts this over the bag though. Oh, that's a horror.
Okay.
Not quite sure where she's played for then.
So I think Julianne will be disappointed with that one.
Yeah.
Advantage there to the Victorian team. On the other table, Sue versus Tanya. Looks like Sue's got a little bit of control of the table there. Tanya's on yellows, Victoria on yellows. And we've got a message through from Jamie Stevens. Please do text me any decent commentary, Jamie, because it's far better than mine.
And Jamie,
And I'd like you to basically feed me lines if you can, just to keep us right in the commentary box.
And Jamie, I
We'll
don't
do our
mean to
best.
cane the players. I just speak what I think. If it comes across that way, I'm sorry. So these rigs are all of a sudden ugly, aren't they? They're just...
Yeah. So Vicks are looking good on the Julianne Jacinta game, on yellows. And on the other game, it's pretty even, really. The match is poised. It could go either way right now. I think if the Vicks get these two frames and go back to 8-6, that might just put a bit of fear up the Western Australians.
Yeah, well, just saying, it was 7-4 before, and if they just got that frame and bring it back to 7-5 after being 7-1 up, you know, they're back in it, and WA will be feeling the pressure. Now they're 8-4. It's like, well, we're that close. We can one more frame, and then we got them, sort of thing.
Julianne very happy to make the rail with the yellow there. It was a couple of millimeters away from not reaching, but she got there.
And she put the yellow to the side rail too, which is a bonus. But I think it's time for Jacinta to attack here. I think you got to take these on. The reds are in nice position. They're all linking. Just, I think have a dip here. Maybe play the extraction first shot. Try to keep this one off the rail.
Jamie Stevens just messaged me asking me to stop being so judgmental of the players and to be more diplomatic. I will, mate. Promise.
If I knew what diplomatic meant, I would do that.
Okay, so Vic's just missed a double and a yellow there. And Julianne is here on reds with a, looks like a cutback option.
All depends. Can she see that beyond the yellow? Can she pot the one over the hole?
I don't think so, but maybe. Tanya here.
Try and get inside the red, you think? She's playing onto the red just to get more coverage and make sure she gets back to the table, knowing well that there is a gap to put another yellow inside later on.
Luckily the referee's head was not as big as Jake McCartney's. I could still see some of the table.
Have you got a love crush on Jake McCartney? You've mentioned him about 5 times now.
Did I?
Yeah.
Gee. I wouldn't be the only one, right?
I know for a fact I don't have a love crush. I might live with him, but I know what he gets up to in his spare time, and that's not nothing to be love about.
Is that right? What does he get up to in his spare time?
No, we can't talk about it on camera, mate.
Okay, no worries.
Don't worry, Steve-o. It's already off, mate. Very good shot there by Jacinta. Just take control of that pocket.
Yeah, that's going to slow down the WA side on the right-hand table.
But I think the shot here, Steve, is just to get rid of these 2 reds in that bulk. Just maybe play a double, kick them both out. Or and while that yellow is on the rail, and they're still a little bit tricky. I mean, you got a ball just past the centre, you got to land on that nicely.
Yeah. Jamie Stevens would probably smother that yellow even more, wouldn't he?
I don't think Jamie would.
Oh, he would.
I reckon he'd kick these out.
Any chance to smother, he's all over it.
Let's play the double. So now you've still got that ugly little red up the top. If you kick them both out, put Jacinta on the pump. Let her force it out.
Good shot from Sue Bucinich on the other table there against Tanya. She's put Tanya in a bit of strife there.
Spot of bother,
Tanya on yellows.
Letting Tanya open it up, and that's like forcing the hand, isn't it?
I just think that's game, set, and match if she opens that up. I think she's got to play something quite special here.
You could always just roll up to it, just keep her on the pump, leave her off both balls to pot.
Really? She's on red, so the other one. Like so. So it's just roll in, and black in the middle.
Yeah, a bit of traffic to work with though. I don't think you can pot the one out of the hole straight away.
No?
I think you've got to play the other one. And
yeah, she just wants to land up by the blue spot
where
there.
She's trying to, which can go wrong. I mean, there's a couple of balls you got to land in that little margin.
Yeah. 8-4 up though. She'll be confident backing herself here, Sue Busnich.
I think the nerves.
Obviously Victoria hoping for a bad kiss or something, which has not happened.
She's counting the yellow.
And the team there are cheering.
That could have gone wrong. You could have hit it thick or thin.
Yeah, I think this is absolutely no gimme to get on the black. Absolutely no gimme.
It's a little dragging.
In the meantime, we've got on the right-hand table, Julianne mopping up these reds, I think.
This would be a butters out if you knocked him in.
Butters out? Nah, I
taken
think
out on from nowhere.
She's not snookered here, so it's not a butters out.
Well, it's still a very tricky out.
Just a shout out from Harry from Bondura, who's one of my practice partners back home. Thanks for messaging in, Harry. One of the most improved players in Bondura.
I go cute as well, Sue. And she has missed it, which wasn't easy. She was on the jaws.
Okay, so Victoria firm favourites on the left table with Tanya on yellows.
And I don't care who you are. If you're at the national level and they've got one ball on the table and you've still got 7, you should not lose a frame from there.
Exactly right, mate.
You can play so many shots of nothings or so many shots in a positive way where that you just shouldn't miss, or you just be able to land on them nicely. Like she's going to try to cover up straight away. Get rid of her bad ball, lay a little snooker.
So good shot from Tanya. I think she's covered it. She might have liked the yellow to be another inch or two out from the left cushion, but she'll be happy enough. And on the other table, Jacinta's just played a containing little safety, pulling her yellow off the rail. And I wonder, I'm surprised that Julianne isn't considering the double on the red on the right-hand cushion underneath the other one, but
wonder what she's going to play. Yeah.
She wants to just take control of that pocket or something.
But Jacinta's got the out now. They are all there. Just a matter of navigating that white again. What is the best way to get on the black? Because that's the trickiest ball in this out.
Yeah, I think as it goes into about, ooh, hello.
It's a bad miss.
Yeah, Jacinta will be disappointed with that.
Didn't expect her to miss that, actually.
Still not an easy finish here for the WA team. And Tanya had given Sue an opportunity to hit the black, but she gets another opportunity to come back to the table on.
Like we said, Tanya, the shot before, she promoted a bad ball knowing well that she's a 10% chance of potting it. So now all the balls are in the open. She can play a shot to nothing or get another snooker. She's got a lot of options. I think Tanya might be going for this snooker option here. High the white. Get a little easier visit next time she gets to the table, as long as you don't kill any balls. But she might have left the black. A little cut to the bottom left-hand pocket here, and if she has, well, it's a bad shot.
And I think it's Jacinta on reds or yellow?
Jacinta's on yellows.
Okay, so she's favourite here. One good shot.
She did leave her on it.
One good shot. She'll be laughing.
Black is over the hole on this other table.
It's not got the legs. Tanya's got another opportunity on the other table. It's getting pretty nail-biting here.
Yeah, but like we were saying, she has 7 balls on the table. Yeah, the black's over the hole. It just puts the pressure so much more on Tanya.
Yeah, I think Tanya should pot this one. and then immediately get rid of that one on the left-hand side under the black to put the black a little bit safer.
Ooh.
And that's not worked out well, but it
Got
has
away
been a
with
great
it,
result there. She's got the snooker.
Yep. But if you're in Sue's position, all you want to do is just make contact with the black. If you just keep the pressure and the black's over the hole,
yeah,
it's amazing.
Well, there's no
The chicken
natural
wing
angle here,
comes
Nick,
out
so it looks like a check up. You know, playing a screw shot off the right-hand bottom rail.
Play with a bit of
Sorry,
pace.
right-hand side rail. And these are really gettable, but she's not putting any screw on this
They do
ball.
throw wide, remember?
No screw on that ball, which is why it fell short.
And she has
For anyone at
left.
home there, if that shot was played with a bit of bottom, and Sue, I'm sure we'll go back and watch this at a later date. A bit of bottom on that, it would have squared up a bit and maybe got the black in.
But as it turns out, she's left Tanya
Yeah,
on her hardest ball straight away, and she's got to take this now, because if you just roll this in, you pot it, you're going to get going. They're all out in the open.
Yeah.
Just make sure this is the key shot. This is a frame-winning shot.
And on the other table here,
she's not
quite an
taking it.
interesting scenario with.
Why isn't she just putting this ball in the middle? I am stunned by that. She's going off.
Okay, so Tanya will be
that is
no doubt raw about that
bizarre.
shot. I think she felt comfortable that it would go in. She decided, I'll open my shoulders here and knock this in. And
but it was strange. Like, why wouldn't you back yourself to put there with two shots?
It's hard to know what goes through your mind when, or through people's mind when the pressure's on.
Yeah.
Different things happen, but a good win for Sue Businich and for WA to go 9-4 in front. And here is Julianne on reds, and I'm not quite sure what she's going to do with this one. Pete Butterworth would come off the left cushion and pot this in the right corner, and then double the black off 5 cushions. But
I'll give you 100 to 1 if you do that. Trying to play a little containing shot just to keep her in the frame, but I don't think it's worked out too well. I think you might find just in there just to bump this yellow she's closest to and just get a little snooker back and let her open the red up.
Yeah.
There's no need for you to open this up. You got control of the frame. There's no need to try anything fancy. You just
yeah, I get what you're saying, Nick. Although if she can't get an easy snooker here, if the angle isn't right for her, then hit the yellow into the rail, onto the red, and push the red over to the right-hand cushion could be an option.
Yeah. See, I like that shot because
yeah,
you're forcing Julian here to just move her red. You got a ball over the middle bag, the other yellow's over the other bag.
Yeah.
Let her do all the work. No point you doing it. Now, if this is touching, however, she could just play off the back rail and just let the white sit on the red, on the yellow, sorry.
She's also mindful she wants to hit a rail.
Yeah.
So she's just going to hit it half ball and then into the yellow.
Is it touching, though?
I don't think it's touching, so just a little dink.
That
said, though,
that's a disaster.
That's on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Still not a gimme.
No. Sometimes it looks very simple, but they're the hardest to get.
Good break there from WA with Rebecca Smith on the other table against Marge Gorski, who's one of the most experienced women cueists in Australia. No doubt her family at home of cueists will be watching. Stan, Ben, Josh, and
just boopered that, I think.
And Brad, the Gorski family.
I'm pretty sure if Victoria do go away and lose this, they will say they had their chances, they didn't take them. And at this level, you've got to take the chances when they arise on you.
I like the bravery from Jacinta there to try and play the nap of the cloth and let the white drift back into the yellow. She's a bit unlucky, it drifted back in a bit too quickly to hit the black. So 2 shots on red here for WA, and a great opportunity, but still not easy.
Yeah. Would you try to put this red in one, or would you just try to lay up?
I'd be potting it first time round and trying to bring the white around behind the black.
Yep.
To give myself 2 shots
so
on
you're
the black.
backing yourself 100% in?
Yeah.
And she's tried and she's done the old handbag. And she might have got away with it.
Tell you what, she's not left this is not a sitter here, this yellow.
That red could have went anywhere because she's missed that ball by a foot. That's why I nearly would just try to in or over then. But she's going to have a shot at the black. Should be knocking these in.
It's difficult to tell from this angle whether it's potable or not. I've got a feeling she's just going to flick off it and try and snooker her.
Yeah, they can.
Now on the other table, we've got an excellent, looks like a break and clear opportunity for Rebecca Smith. Okay, she's on the red, but I don't know if she's got an angle to get on the black, Nick. Do you know?
I don't think she went high enough then. The white needed to travel enough.
I'm just looking over at the table. The black does go in the right corner, but she'll need to hit this red into the left corner perfectly and just leave herself.
I don't think she got the angle to get on that, has she?
I'm not sure, but the black does go if you're on it half ball.
Oh, sorry, in the bottom.
In the right corner, yeah.
I think she might have the angle there.
Actually, in saying that, I'm not sure if the black goes. I've just had another look and it's a bit tight. But that'll be it. If that's a master break to win the match, that'll be pretty big.
What about rolling this red in and playing the black off the yellow to the right of the black spot, and then playing it off the other yellow in the middle bag as he using it as a big pocket?
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, especially if the black doesn't go in the right-hand side.
Yeah, I think she's rolling it in. Yep.
Oh, it's a great shot. And here we are, Rebecca Smith with
the yellow.
With a black to take the match. Jacinta McMaster on the other table. I think it's race to 10, Dan. Yeah, so race to 10 here. So Jacinta has not hit that hard enough. So this is a pressure black here with an in-off opportunity on the right-hand table.
I think if you play this blind ball, you just miss it.
And Rebecca Smith with a black for game for a master break on the other table. The match is poised.
2 yellows here. She's going to just catch this first yellow thin. Got it. Oh,
what an effort.
Wow.
Rebecca Smith, take a bow. That was a really good effort.
I think the only thing that stopped that going in is she hit it too hard, which made the black throw just that little bit. If you hit that little bit softer, you're going to catch the second yellow, that little bit thinner, and it would make it go on the hole.
It's a really good effort there from Jacinta, but she left herself a bit too much work to do.
It's a great effort though. Yeah,
so here we go.
Just for the match.
It's pretty potable black for the match here. You're going to hear a big roar from the Western Australians.
No way, this is pressure.
I think Marge Gorski's clearance here, which I think she will get, might be in awe. And there it is.
Oh, where's the cue ball going?
Great win by the WA team. Marge and Rebecca will still finish their game, of course.
We play the whole round out.
Very happy WA side there, beating one of the favourites, Victoria.
I think it just come down to that WAF took their chances.
That's it, and I think, they took a 5-0 lead or something like that. So 7-1 or something, someone's just told me. So it's a long way back from there if you go 7-1 down.
But Victoria can't lay down here and just let them get smashed. They got to keep fighting. They got to. There's more confidence in anything. You're down and out. You're flat. These are the frames you need to win because it can affect the way the competition goes at the end.
Yeah, and I think also the women's game, from what I'm told, it's a lot closer than the men's game. In the men's game, there are a couple of teams that seem to be standout. Obviously on paper, that's all, but the results will speak for themselves over the next fortnight. But for the women's, I believe there's really not much in it. So these frames here and there can make all the difference.
And they do play that shorter race too, so
Yeah.
if you can get a lead early on, well, you got to be able to capitalise on that. And I think Mark might be taking this Jackie on at the top. It must be straight on, because I don't know if I'd leave that. But if you do make it, you are going with the frame, so.
Yeah, that's right, Nick. It's
a little bit dodgy.
If it goes in clean, should be okay.
She might always have that option to double the yellow that's by itself and get a snooker beyond the other two yellows. Might be an option.
Yeah.
But it looks like she's going to take the aggressive shot
Yeah,
and
she's
take
going for the
Jackie.
So they've got in.
Even though it might have been straight, there was a fair bit of distance between those two yellows, so you still got to hit that pretty prime.
Yeah, so Rebecca Smith takes the next frame to go 11-4 up for WA. They'll be very happy with that. And Lyndall Element against Beck O'Mara. Lyndall on yellows, I think. And bit of work to do on yellows.
Yeah, I think you've got that little bit of insurance that the yellow is on the black, so you can play a few shots here to cover her up and knowing that she's well not going to go out.
Yeah.
I think that is a big key, and a lot of people don't see that, is the black. They might find it a little bit difficult, so they don't have those linking balls to develop it.
Yeah, Lyndall, one of the more accomplished cueists in Australia. Played a lot of snooker in her career, and yeah, lots of experience.
She's played a lot of nationals now, hasn't she?
She might just want to snick the black here on the way through if she's going to go for it.
Yep.
The yellow just above the red on the left-hand side is the one that could be a tricky one, and that's a really good shot there.
Yeah.
Kills one of the WA reds.
The only thing is, I think it's tricky now to pot out because you're on the wrong side of this yellow going towards the centre.
Yeah.
You've got to bring the white up and down the table to get back on another ball.
Does the yellow on the left-hand side go in the corner?
The one she's closest to now? Or the
No,
one on the black?
the one on the left-hand side.
I reckon it'd
Does
be
it go in the
close.
bottom left?
It'd be close.
I don't think it does, actually. In which case, it makes the out almost impossible.
That's what. I don't know if that was the right shot, the one she played now looking at the table.
She's going to have to maybe do this, force this with pace. But no, it must go. And if it doesn't go, she might be just looking to just knock it over the hole.
Yeah, if you knock this in, it's still tricky to go game, isn't it? Because the white looks like it's running to the red, which might kill the yellow on the rail. And then even so, even if you do miss it, the transition from the ball from the middle back to the other one, it's a little bit dodgy. So
yeah, lots of things can go wrong here, but Lyndall's gone for it. That's pretty good.
It's handy.
Jim Marine just come into the commentary box. Won his Masters match today.
Play singles, did they?
No, it was teams event. So the Masters won both singles and teams events today, apparently.
Pretty strong side.
Very experienced side, very good side.
Got the world champion in the side.
Yeah, world champion Steve Gray. So Beck's just on the right-hand pocket.
See, I don't mind Lyndall here playing this yellow, playing off a few rails and let her have a go here because a couple of dodgy reds.
Yeah. Might she just screw a little bit into the red on the rail just to push it a little bit closer to the yellow?
Just to, straight away.
Just to give her a little bit of
bit more security.
Added insurance, but no, she's saying... Actually, she's smarter than both of us and gone, take that.
happen? Does that red go inside the yellow?
Don't think the red goes inside the yellow.
But
She
you
might take the bag and bring
cover
her
it.
dead one out.
Bring the dead one out first, nearly, wouldn't you?
Yeah. And on the other table, we've got Rio Bolton against Ross Johnson.
I think she put the white further off there, Becca O'Mara.
So I just missed that. Did Beck just
She moved
kill
the
her
ball
red?
on she moved the dead ball and she made it on the side rail, but I think it goes inside the yellow.
Okay,
on
yeah.
the rail.
Actually, it's a really good chance here if she can, if this red
This
on the
goes.
right can go. I've got a feeling she can only take the pocket here, though. I don't think
It's
it
not the
goes
worst
clean.
result if you can just take it.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
And I see how little she fouled on purpose, but I don't think she's thought what was going to happen after that. Like you had to get that yellow right over the bag, and where the red was, it was nearly impossible. I think she just went a little bit too early on fouling because now she's in a lot of spots bother.
Yeah.
I'm still kicking this yellow out on the red. The red's a little bit tricky.
They are tricky, yeah.
If you just kick this out, force the hand of the opponent.
Maybe just set it full in the face, double kiss
Yeah,
it
just
out.
bring it out.
Just try and avoid potting the red on
And
the
if
right
you
hand
can, if you
corner.
can try to split the gap, swing the white around the angles and bring the white up the other end, it makes it even harder.
Looks like she's giving 2 shots
Probably
again.
red again.
So look, I don't agree with that shot personally, but time will tell.
It's kind of the same thing as what I was saying, force the hand of the opponent, but
with 2 shots, much
think,
better than 1.
Yeah, I think you could have kicked that out and have the same result. I mean, that pocket was probably not necessary for you going out later on, so.
Yeah.
But she's at the table, she's seen different options, and
this is probably a tough out
it
for
still
anyone.
is tricky, it is, with 2 shots.
It's a good shot from Ross Johnson there on the other table. She's had a good night tonight. I know she's beaten Colby Poole.
I don't think that's what Beck wanted to happen.
No, that's it's a nice result for Lyndall. Whilst on the other table, Ross Johnson looking to control the right pocket. She missed that one.
Failed to do.
And I'm guessing at home that the viewers can see both tables as we're commentating on both.
So what do you play here if you're on yellows here on Lyndall's table? Jamo, do you take the one up in bulk first, or you try to get it on nicer, or?
Yeah, it's tricky, this one.
Because if you take the one in bulk and you miss that, there is a chance that red goes inside, so you're nearly going to go full-blooded here. And
Yeah, I was half tempted, Nick, to give another 2 shots on the left-hand side and put the yellow even further over the hole, but if it goes in, you're in deep trouble, so maybe that was the right shot, I don't know.
I think I actually would have attacked in. The only reason I attack is because this red is covered by the yellow straight away.
Yeah.
So you can actually have a free shot on the ball over the hole, getting down for the other one in bulk, and knowing that if you miss that, it's still very tricky to pot out on red.
I think the only reason she might not have done that is because the red's quite close to the yellow. She may have been feared of
getting position,
of having hitting the red first as she pots the yellow or something. I don't know.
But it can sometimes be these frames where that fine line is, do I attack or do I play safe? And when you do choose to play safe, it can come undone later in the frame, and it can stuff you over pretty badly.
So I think Lyndall's going to have a little bit of an issue as long as that yellow is hampered by the red. And it still is a little bit.
But I mean, if Beck plays this red down there and puts it over the hole, it still keeps the pressure on and keeps her in the frame.
Yeah, this is. She doesn't want this to go in. She just wants it to go over, and That's a good shot.
But even saying that now, Linda will just bring this back out and she's got the same dilemma. The only thing you don't want to do here is leave the white on the left-hand side rail so you can play the double up and down because the red is over the hole, so there's a chance to go in.
It's gone the double. It's an excellent shot.
Couldn't have worked out any better, could it? Really no risk in that shot, was there? It's either going in or they were just jamming and leaving the red still safe.
Yeah, so Lindell favourite here. And I think it's Ross Johnson at the table in the other match against Rio Bolton. And Lord knows what she's going to do to get out from there, Nick.
Ross, you're talking about?
Yeah, she's on yellows, I think.
Yeah.
I think Red's are firm favourite there, unless she's got 2 shots. That's obviously a different story, but I think she's got 1.
I don't know.
She's gone for it, and she's given 2 away.
So I was just thinking about before she played it, is leave the yellow hamper on the red and just quarter ball the black and play a little build shot. Put the black to the rail and pot the red over the hole. Give it 2, force the hand. You're about 5% to win that frame from there. Make yourself 15% to win the frame. Give yourself that little bit more chance of winning. Because sometimes you got to look in the frame and think, there is no way I can win this.
Yeah.
How can I improve myself and make it harder for the opposition? And it's actually amazing how many times pressure can do that. They can chop up.
Especially in this format, which is unlike actually anything I've seen before personally in pool, where it's not just on yourself, it's on your team as well, and a lot of pressure there. You know, a nation on your shoulders or a state on your shoulders. So people make mistakes from situations where they wouldn't normally in a normal singles match. So that percentage play, I'm learning, is so much more important, and one of the best percentage players I've played with is obviously Mara Robertson, who rarely puts a foot wrong and will probably always play the percentage shot, whereas there's some of the other top liners, if we call them that,
all the eggs in the basket
maybe
in one
go
shot.
for it a little bit more.
Rio just.
But they're all successful guys, so it's how you feel at the time, I think, is the key, isn't it? So here goes Rio. She'll take I think it's the final frame, or one at the penultimate frame.
I think it's
to
one
bring
more
Victoria
to go.
back to 11-6.
Yeah.
But too little, too late, unfortunately.
And Stella Kearney is playing again, the old little swag she's got.
Yeah,
very exciting to watch.
Yeah, really enjoyable to watch these youngsters coming through.
And probably the female that's in form the most in Australia at the moment is Colby. The young gun against them, probably one of the most experienced. It's gonna
be a really interesting game, this one.
And Colby's just yard out old car park.
Yep.
And I think you're on the money there, Colby.
I think Jamie Stevens will be saying, just roll up to this left-hand red, dead weight, and put the white behind the yellow. Text me if that's the right shot, Jamie. I know you will. And text me if you think Colby will play something different. But yeah, this is a really intriguing contest. And someone who's, I'm pretty sure, tuning in from home, if her parents have allowed her to stay up, is Isabella Di Giorgio, who's one of the top juniors in Victoria. Fantastic cue action, and will no doubt be very successful in the game. So Jamie will be happy with Colby's choice of shot there. He'll just be saying to her, it should have been tight on that yellow. She's given this Stella freak show an opportunity in the top left corner.
And she went back down. She'll take these on.
Oh yeah, there she goes. Not far away either. She's saying, "Who are you, Colby Poole? I'm going to stick this ball in the left corner. Don't care who you are." And we love it.
She's got a lot of ability, that's for sure. When she gets both sides of the game, she will be phenomenal. And be very hard to beat. And I think Colby, she's due for an Australian title this year.
Doesn't she win it every year, or is it Lyndall Hulley from South
Colby
Australia?
has not won an Australian title before. She's won multiple state titles. She's been close. She's made a final.
Okay.
I think did she make the final last year or the year before? I think she might have made the year before in Perth.
Okay.
And last year was
nice
there.
cut in from Colby there.
So she's...
It's a good result as well. She's got a chance here on reds. Although they're quite tricky.
You got to make that little extraction, don't you?
What would you do with the white here, Nick? On this left-hand red, I presume is the next ball.
I'm nearly... If this red that's on the black spot, if that goes in the middle, I'm nearly taking the extraction on now. Play the red that's to the left, and then go into the yellow, which will push the red closer to the hole, and hopefully you should be on one of the two reds. But if the red doesn't go to the middle, I'm nearly just playing the red on the right-hand side and putting it over the hole.
Yeah.
Well, this plant might be on. She might be playing the plant.
Okay. So Colby's gone for a plant there.
Yeah.
I don't see
Might have been a little bit
not sure about the
ambitious.
value there. She's killed one of her reds onto the the left-hand cushion.
Yeah.
Stella's come to the table thinking, give me this out on yellows.
Colby did miss that plant by a long way, so I don't think that would have panned out the way if she knocked the plant in.
Good opener from Stella. I thought she would have taken the yellow into the top right-hand corner though, as the first shot, but still a good opener.
Once again, it's just the way you link.
It's a nice plant from Stella, very confidently taken.
Yeah.
And she looks quite young. I mean, she can't be more than 12 or 13 years old, this girl, surely?
I don't think so. I do know that she represented Ireland in the, or Northern Ireland in the ladies competition this year at the World Titles.
Okay, well we
So
can
she's not-
forgive her for that if she's got
not
her
just
citizenship.
juniors. She's on the open world stage.
So she's played an okay shot there. This is looking especially okay if she's got an angle.
It's these two's down the bottom rail, aren't they? They're the two trickiest balls. And I didn't want to play them last. I would have liked to get on as soon as I can.
Yeah, this is tricky.
But once
If
again,
she gets out here, she is
2 seconds and
very
I just
good.
knock them in. Don't worry, I'll walk around the table.
The confidence
run
there
around.
was astonishing. She got a nice little kiss, which, to be fair, you know, you kind of deserve when you play a shot that confidently. You deserve a little bit of a result.
I'll tell you what, this Fear though, she could be very hard to beat in the single competition. She keeps on a roll like this.
I love the confidence there to leave the long ball as well. I thought
Yeah.
she would have pushed it out, but she's saying, "Give me this long ball in the yellow bag. I'm all over it." And there it is. Ooh.
See, I think you need. She wasn't quite 100% confident on that. She nearly just punched that in.
Do you know that? I'd like to check the table afterwards. I thought that
drifted
that
you,
kind of
maybe.
drifted a little bit to the right.
The camera angle is a bit deceiving, so we can't be 100%
when,
sure.
when Stella hit that, I thought that was on its way in, but then it seemed to sort of turn a little bit away at the end. But could be completely wrong. So Colby Poole, the master versus the student.
I think if Kobe plays the right shots here, she should not lose this game.
So watch this at the end. Just turns a little bit at the end.
Yeah, it might have been just a
I
smidgen.
thought.
I think it was missing as soon as she hit it.
So a nice safety here from Colby. That's it.
That's
Good
it.
shot.
That's all that was in order there.
So Stella will need to do a Pete Butterworth special to stay in the frame.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you put the black safe anywhere, or can you? Or do you just got to hit this and keep the pressure on? Maybe you just pot
What
it.
a shot.
Maybe you just pot it. Oh,
What a
look at
great
the
effort.
White. The white's that's
You
what I
can't
say,
fold
keep the
that.
pressure on.
Can't fold that. This shot here, the train on the left-hand side with the white going underneath the black on the cushion.
Yeah. Still tricky though. Like
yeah, tricky. Just focus.
It's amazing when the opponent's last ball is over the hole, or the black's over the hole. How many times you can just make this shot a lot harder for yourself, you know, like.
And she might not have the angle to do the
just
train.
pull
She
the
might
ball,
just have
get
to
the
roll it
sneaker.
forward and chuck it behind the black.
Yeah, but she can
Okay,
put
she's
this.
not hit it hard enough.
However, she has covered this bag. So
Yeah, covered the black, but with this shot here, Stella can probably go cushion first.
right hand side.
Yeah, maybe.
Swing the white
Maybe a
around
bit
the
of right hand
angles.
side, but I think she can do it plain ball also.
Okay.
And just drift the white off 3 cushions.
Get behind where the cue ball is now, sort of.
Up to the black.
She
She's
hasn't
not hit it
hard
hard enough at all.
Is this playing off the other red inside the red? Maybe.
No, I don't think the black goes under the red.
What about if you play it off the red?
I think if Stella replays this and goes back to watch it again, she'll probably punch that a bit more and get the white up near the black.
I hope she pots this to prove you wrong.
But I don't think this black goes. I think all she can do is try and take the pocket. And Colby is back to the table.
Black's half safe though, so.
Still a big crowd here at the Commercial Club in Albury.
Yes.
Thanks to CLS and Mitchell Billiards and
There's
Download
CC
of
drawers,
cue ball
they're
TV.
$7 a pop. Can't go wrong, can you?
Thanks to everyone. So yeah, this black looks rather dodgy. 30 seconds called, so Colby's going to have to make her mind up now. How do I get this black out? And I think she should leave herself a half ball on the middle of those bottom 3 reds.
So yeah, that shot,
That is it.
ball, that
Beautiful
ball I nearly
shot.
would have left later on. I would have played the ball on the right hand side, play as a shot to nothing, get back up the table, to play the ball in the middle and try to get on an angle to kick the black out. Knowing where you've always got these 2 balls to land on.
Well, what I like about this one is she's on a red. Oh, goodness me.
Because now she's got to play a tricky
That's
black.
the one I would have tried to get the black out from because...
Yeah.
But it was quite close to the rails, so maybe she just didn't fancy it, which is absolutely fine.
I just think in that situation you need to take a step back and just look at which is your trickiest ball. Try to get eliminated as quick as you can. If you can't eliminate it, we'll play a shot to nothing or a safety shot. Because the black does go in the middle, but you've actually got to land on it nicely to get on it.
I don't think this goes in the middle, mate. I think this is a double.
Okay, so even if you're right behind it, it's off the rail a little bit.
I don't think she can do the extraction here. She's playing top, so
No.
she's going for the double or down the rail. It's not a bad hit. She's got up there somewhat, so she needs to just cut this in and then play the double. Try and leave the white somewhere around the middle of the table.
I think it goes in the middle, Jamo. I reckon you can play this red or 3-4 rails and get behind it for the middle. Now having a good look at the table. No, it doesn't.
Here she goes. She's left herself a double. Will the master beat the student?
That's about perfect, isn't it, for the double?
Even though the match is won by WA, the excitement is riveting here in the Commercial Club. Colby just taking her time. She realises this is a big moment.
That crowd's silent.
Will it be a change of the card?
So much riding on this shot.
Or will Colby Poole retain her status as one of the top women in the country?
Oh, it's him, isn't it? No. On the rail, maybe, something. That's a disaster for Victoria.
Colby's still one of the top women in the country, whatever happens in this frame, by the way, despite what I just said. But Stella, there's a chance for a bit of glory.
Oh,
and it's not gone in.
Jaw stinger?
And no. Oh, it's gone into
hasn't-
the jaw.
She hasn't, has she?
And just rushed that shot a little bit. I'm sure Stella, when she watches this back,
I wonder how that knee's holding up for Colby then after the
she
split.
just composed herself for one more moment there and just rolled the ball in, she'd have been fine. But Colby Poole has just taken the frame, and that's a big frame for Colby, and a
Big
great frame for
Victoria.
everyone watching, I'm sure.
The percentage is there.
You know, the frame had everything: drama, suspense.
It was a classic, wasn't it?
And yeah, a lot. I'm sure Stella will learn a lot from watching that frame back, and she'll no doubt have another chance before the 2 weeks is up to have another dig at Colby Pool, no doubt.
And I think that's the bonus we've got with Dan uploading videos after.
Yeah.
We could go back and have a look at the other options. Might not be the right option or whatnot, but there's not always one way and the right way of going out every time.
No.
So you can only improve your game by having a look. And
so congratulations to Western Australia women's.
And I think we'll sign off.
We're going to sign off now because that's the end of the day's play for us. And
better go spend some money at the bar, I guess.
Yeah, enjoy the coverage tomorrow. Good night.
You need a JC.